So, what is the cheapest Mark III Ford Focus RS in the UK? So, I'm going to go through this mega hatch really from back in 2016. It ran till about 2018 in the UK, from a variety of models, as you can see here, from the most expensive. But I'm going to show you the cheapest model. I'm filming this sort of late sort of September 2021, just to give you a bit of an idea of prices at the moment. You know, used car market's kind of all over the place. This is a car that I'm massively passionate about. Driven it in the past. I love it. You know, nothing I don't love about fast Fords, and this is a brilliant car. Didn't make too many of them either, and they made a few special editions, as you can see here as well. So let's just talk a little bit about it. So the first car that you're actually seeing is actually something called the Heritage Edition, as you can see in orange. That car it was limited to about 50 units, I believe, so quite a small number. And as you can see, there is one for sale here on Auto Trader for £80,000. One of 50, 23 miles of the clock, £80,000. Now that car new was 39,995. So that says it all, really. Massively passionate enthusiasts to go for these kind of cars, myself included. If only 80 grand on a Ford Focus was so easy. Good luck to that dealer in Basingstoke to sell that. But as you can see, there's quite a few heritage editions for strong money. A few hundred miles and it's sort of 70 grand. £68,000 for this 14,000 miles car. So expensive. We will get onto the cheapest one because I think that will kind of give you a good gauge of an idea. These are very, very popular cars, 350 odd horsepower. In the Mark IV Focus, they've announced the ST edition. It doesn't look like they're going to go any further than that. They're not going to make another RS potentially, certainly not in petrol form, so it's all interesting. You get this. Let's actually look at one. Let's look at this £80,000 car. We have to. You just have to. I'm going to show you some of the images on this. They're obviously going to talk about it as well. It came with a 370 brake horsepower mount unit upgrade as standard as well. As you can see it loading, it's going to load a 360-degree view for us. I'm not surprised they've gone to so much effort trying to sell a car for 80 grand. Oh wow, inside. Not the Ford Focus's strong point, I have to say. So that's a little bit weird. Here's the outside. Cool orange paint. I think it's called Teeth Orange, I believe. RS logo, forged alloy wheels, basically every single option. Let's just look at some of the actual pictures they've got rather than that 360. As you can see, I mean, look at that, it hasn't even got the wing on. So they're very much like, yeah, let's keep all the wrappers on it, let's make it as pristine as possible. Yeah, like the pack in the back and everything. I mean, you're going to have to do absolutely everything to get £80,000 for this. Good luck in selling that. And, there probably is a few enthusiasts out there who may go for it. I mean, yeah, money's no object. Why not spend £80,000 on a Ford Focus? Maybe you'll be able to knock them down, who knows? But yeah, that's a lot of money. On some of the more special edition Mark III Focus RSs, you get the blue edition as well, the Focus RS edition. I believe there were about sort of 600 made of these. Again, someone can kind of correct me. But again, quite a limited number. We won't go through the 360 view. This is from Arnold Clark. I'm not the biggest fan of Arnold Clark, but anyway, yeah, you get sort of like a lot of options as standard. You get like a Quaife diff as well, so that obviously enhances the handling and makes things pretty special. Yeah, fully optioned there, and that one's for £44,000. It's crazy for a Focus. Yeah, 67 plate with 1,600 miles. Interesting. Now these cars are really popular. So there were only 300 of these. So I believe these were rarer than the blue edition or the edition. But the red edition, yeah, there was only 300, so a little bit less. Really good looking car. This I love. The red and black combo always works for me. I love it on like Porsche Macan GTSs if you've ever seen those around. Yeah, it looks really, really good. This car's up for £42,000. I can't believe these prices. 17,000 miles as well. One owner. There you go. Well, we've had a bit of fun looking at some of these very expensive cars, but you can see there's quite a few for over 40 grand. So it's not like they're chancing their luck. There is a lot out there for that price, and then obviously the ones for nearer 80 are a little bit crazy. But let's get straight onto it. What's the cheapest one? And that will give you a good gauge of where things are at. Oh, it's from a dealer as well, so that's good. £24,000 looks to be the cheapest, which is pretty crazy for a nearly 70,000 miles 16 plate, 2 owners, so relatively low owners. But there you go, that is the cheapest. You know, I can remember looking at Focus RSs back in 2016. One of the reasons why I didn't get one is because for a new one, my Ford dealer wanted £37,000 for me, and I said no thanks. And I bought a Mark 7 Golf R for £24,000, which I still have today. I love. It's on my channel. Check out my channel. There's plenty of content on there. I'm sure you'll enjoy it. But yeah, I was sort of priced out. But as sort of like time went on, they sort of dropped to around 20 grand. I'm pretty sure I saw some for the high teens. But with the market being so strange, yeah, £24,000 will get you a very high miler Focus RS from 5 years ago in a Mark 3 generation. Blue looks good, blue calipers. Yeah, you know, serviced by Ford. It actually does look pretty clean, to be fair. Those seats sit a little bit lower as well, as opposed to the Recaros, which is a little bit higher, or the bucket Recaros, I should say. These are still Recaros. They're just not full buckets. But that's the cheapest, 24 grand, which is interesting. If you see my other sort of cheapest videos of like the Fiesta ST or even like Golf R's and stuff, yeah, this is punching hard. And that's from, to be fair, that is from a dealer, so it's quite good. There's no looking like it's a private sale going on here. Potentially there might be one with lower miles. These are all dealers. None of these are Cat C's or Cat D's. These are just, you know, on and off, if that's a right word to say. So, you know, no damage on these. And yeah, it's 26,000 for 45,000 miles. So you're looking at strong money. And in fact, to get a one that I would be looking at, which would hopefully be one sort of with a little bit less miles, something like this, 43,000 miles, 16 plate, about right. 27 grand. Oh, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for a previous gen Focus RS. They've actually moved the Focus RS engine into the Mark IV Focus ST, so you can get the Focus ST edition now. That's starting price from around £34,000, I believe, around that sort of money. But obviously slightly less power. It doesn't have the fancy four-wheel drive or the drift mode or anything like that. And obviously hasn't got an RS badge, it's got an ST badge, so it's something different. But it is top of the range in the Mark IV generation, which is all that this is. That colour looks really, really nice. So there you go. The cheapest Mark III Focus RS is 24 grand. It'll be interesting to see how this changes. I'm going to try and do one of these a month to give you kind of like a gauge. So September 2021 at the moment, so let's see what happens in October. I do features on this channel as well. If you do check back on previous content, I do like Q&As as well as like first drives, and just sort of check it out. Very casual, very easy. Check back on my channel if you like that. If you do, and you do own a car like this, like a Mark III Focus RS, would be fantastic to show on the channel. I have driven it in the past, but obviously not on the channel. Just contact me, just drop me an email or drop me a DM on Instagram, and that can all be found on my sort of like YouTube homepage. If you just click on the about section, all the details will be there, and that'd be really cool to sort of share your pride and joy. But yes, fantastic car. I really like them. That's strong money, particularly the cheapest one at nearly 70,000 miles. But if it's been looked after, maybe it's not too bad, I guess. Maybe. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. That's the cheapest Focus RS in September, the Mark III. And yeah, I'll see you again for the next one. Thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.